The story so far. Sister Ophelia set out from home alone on a holy quest. She's to complete the kindling, a sacred rite carried out every 12 years. She was entrusted with the first flame and bears its ember with her. Three churches must she visit. Why did I say chunks? 3 churches must she visit to light their flames anew. Archbishop Joseph hovers now on death's door, heart aching from the father and daughter who accepted her into their fold. Ophelia takes Liana's place, allowing her sister to stay at their father's side. Her gentle kindness inspired her to leave home behind, and has brought her now to the town of Saintsbridge. May it bring a light to the hearts of people living here as well. What's going on, Yubi?
I am Ophelia.
You gonna get up here, Yubi? You gonna jump up? Are you gonna? Are you gonna? Do you want me to lift you up? Is that what you're looking at me for? Come on, Yubi. Come. Okay, no, you're not. Okay, fine, fine. Just do watch. Eventually, I'm gonna tell you that Yubi's gonna just jump up here after I offer to lift him up and even give him stepping stones. But no, he's just gonna fucking walk away. All right, fine. Greetings, Your Excellency. I am Sister Ophelia. I have come to perform the kindling.
Welcome.
We welcome you to our parish, Sister Ophelia. I am Bartolo, the Bishop of Saintbridge. For you to come all this way in Sister Liana's stead.
Yes.
I am deeply sorry for the sudden change in plans, Bishop Bartolo.
Indeed.
Think nothing of it, child. I heard of the Archbishop's illness. You have my sympathies.
Thank you.
You're too kind, Your Excellency. I have not been so blessed as to perform the kindling myself, but I know the pilgrimage is a trying one. And yet there is also much to be gained from one who undertakes it with an open heart and mind. It will take every ounce of strength and courage, but for the sake of our church and our realm, pray see it through to the end.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I promise you I will. The people of Saintbridge have waited with eager hearts for the coming of the Flamebearer. The warm light of the sacred flame guides and shelters us all to the depths of our hearts and souls. Allow me to show you to our cathedral. Leo, McCool, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Gonna steal from the bishop too? If it gives me the option, I can't deny the possibilities. Behold, Sister Ophelia, this is the sacred flame of Saintbridge, still a walking fire hazard. I stood in the same spot and witnessed the rite 20 years ago. At the time, the flame burned strong, but now it wanes and flickers. Almost as if it was sapped of life.
Could it be?
Do you believe it's some sort of omen, Your Excellency? That I cannot say, but I do believe the kindling will restore our flame to its former vigor.
Please.
And now, Sister Ophelia, if you will.
Yes.
Of course, Your Excellency. I will begin at once.
O great Elfric, bringer of the flame, to you I offer my soul and my blood. With your first flame, I kindle this fire. May it forever shelter the people of this land. Through the sacrament of the kindling, grant us your mercy and your blessing.
Oh.
See how brightly the flame shines now. Thank you, Sister Ophelia. And also, I don't think I actually am you guys answered the question. But there's a lot of things that could catch on fire in the cathedral. And if the sacred flame were to, I don't know, set the church on fire, would they be allowed to put it out, or would that be sacrilege? Because they worship the fire. So if the fire consumes the church, then first off, it is destroying their place of worship. They can't put it out. And when the fire eventually does burn out, did they just witness their deity or symbol of worship also die as well, and they now have to go through the whole thing again? That isn't probable to happen. You say that, but Angelo, there's a non-0% chance that it can happen, so it must be considered. It would be purged in holy fire. How's the conversation in this game like min-maxing stats and class builds? I can share in a second, Leo McCool. Just 1 second, we're in the cutscene right now. It is now a big fire, indeed. You must be tired after your long journey. Please take time to rest and recover. Thank you for the kind offer, Your Excellency. But since I'm here, I would love to see more of your fair town.
We are in your debt.
You honor us, Sister Ophelia. But should you not rest first?
No.
I am stronger than I look, Your Excellency. I shall return. They might take it as it is God's will. Oh, sure, yeah. They might take it as God's will, but then God's will is to purge their place of worship and then their symbol of worship. So it's kind of like the ultimate fuck you that God can do to them. But so far, just to let you know, the customization of the game is pretty much set into the characters you pick. When you start the game, you'll be given the choice of 8 characters. The one you pick is the one that's going to be sticking with you for the entire game. I mean that as in this character cannot be swapped out. For me, I chose Teresa, the little girl of capitalism. And you notice that it says that she can equip swords, polearms, daggers, not axes, bows, staves, and shields, and all these things. She originally only starts out with her spear and bow. But as you go past chapter 1 for the character that you want, you can find shrines that allow you to subclass to other people, and that gives you access to their skills they can learn on the right, and the weapons they can use in the center. You can see Thief allows her to use swords and daggers. If I take her the Hunter, she gets axes and bow, which would not be as optimal because she already knows bow. That's just a wasted slot. And aside from there, you can learn skills from those jobs, and I haven't tested it yet, but I think you can keep them even if you swap the subclass. So you can possibly make an amalgamation of just different skills that are useful and worthwhile. As you learn skills, as you can tell right here, we've learned so many. On the bottom, it'll say support skills have been gained. Those are gotten by learning more of them. For example, the Thief, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have that 4th one. If I learn another skill from this tree, I'll get another supporting skill from the bottom. And those range from I have a chance to just not use an item when I use it. I gain money after additional money after battles. I am when the user is not near death, all attacks that would reduce HP users below 0 will instead keep me at 1 HP, sturdy, endure, whatever you want to call it. And if I don't do an action that hurts the opponent, there's a chance I'll hit them again. I just have to flip that coin. I can also get things like SP Saver. Just don't use SP half the time or use half SP when I'm using skills. And all of them are tied to which class they level up in. The icon shows you otherwise. Thurion, this is the Thief skill. Incidental attack, fleet footing, snatch, double loot. But also this is from the Hunter. Chance to increase critical and all that. And aside from that, as far as I'm aware currently in the game, that is the limit of customization that the game offers. But every single character is useful. As you can tell, I have 4 characters in my party, and I can swap them out when I go to the bar because I've recruited all 8. Every single one of them has a different action that can be used. We meme about it here and there, but when you press square or X or whatever controller you're using in front of a character, these actions are based on the characters you have currently with you in your party. Tracy gives me purchase. When I walk up to someone, I could buy from their inventory whatever they have. At the same time, though, Therion, the Thief, same thing, same menu, but he's allowed to steal. It's percentage-based, though. As long as you have the money, Teresa will get you the item no matter what. Steal, though, percentage-based, you can reroll. And sometimes the prices are just a huge fuck you. How's the party built? 1 tanks, 2 rogues, 2 mages? You can technically make it whatever you want. Like, theoretically, I could have picked the white mage, I could have had the mage, I could have had the thief and the dancer, and that would be it. It's up to me to make my DPS, my tank, my rogues, my mages, whatever I want. But if you mean they're inherent to my playstyles, Ophelia is your white mage, Therian is your rogue slash thief, Hanati is your bow person, but she also has a unique characteristic where she can capture the opponents that you fight in the field. Like the random mobs you find, she can capture them and summon them out to fight in combat for her, like a Pokemon battle. Teresa, or no, this is Primrose. She can recruit any character out in the overworld as long as they're not an essential NPC, and she can take them with her wherever she wants. Percentage based, stealing, so you roll that dice whenever you go to recruit someone, but you can end up having some crazy shit. Until the story kicked us out of the character we had recruited a guard from a castle, and he literally constantly hit 1,000 damage every time we summoned him out, and he stuck around for like 5 turns to just deal 1,000 damage per turn to whatever he could hit. Ulbrich is your standard warrior slash tank, if you want to call him that, I guess. And Teresa, I don't really know what to classify her as at the moment. Right now, she is without a doubt our tankiest unit and one of our best damage dealings. If it weren't for, our apothecary having an axe that will sunder the sun. I like full tanks, like no DPS, just HP meat shield. Any such characters? Look no further? Where is he? Where the fuck did you go, man? I don't see him, actually. Fuck, where'd he go? Where is he? Technically, you can do, just not really useful in the end. You can make people have a bunch of HP. One of my characters, he is straight up like that. There he is. Why are you fucking all the way out here? Alphen, what the hell, man? Alphen is the apothecary. He is a off healer. Think of him as a war cleric, if you want to call him that. He can combine items that you have in your inventory to give you positive or negative effects to throw on yourself or your opponents. And for some reason, they gave him an axe. And I found an axe that has the most attack I've ever found in this game. So he's a healer, but he can decapitate bosses. Like when we actually go all out with him, he can deal 5k damage per turn. And also he has the most HP of any one of us. As you can tell, third on the row right there, Alphen has 2,000. And I don't even think I actually geared him 4 HP. Like, yeah, he just has that much HP natively due to his job, I believe. Like, if I take him back to his normal job right here, nothing happens. But if I were to take Therian and say, can you become an apothecary now? You notice his HP jumps to 1,600, or 1,600 instead of 1,300. That's just the way that class, I guess, works for him. He has so much fucking HP. I think it's actually one of his, passive skills, now that I think about it. With each successful standard attack, gain SP equal to 1% of the damage you deal. Yep, increase maximum HP by 500. Resist poison, sleep, confusion, blindness, silence, terror, and unconscious. And because of the white mage that I gave him, increase maximum SP as well. Like, the game is rather customizable, but I wouldn't say the full extent of other RPGs. It's very much trying to emulate the old school feel in terms of looks as well as what they offered at the time. They offered customization, but not as deep as we know nowadays. Oh, Travel Banter, what up?
Now listen here.
You can find lots of rare plants and herbs in these lands. Especially lion's ear and sweet woodworm. A dash of each makes nearly every salve better. When I was studying to be an apothecary, I sometimes journeyed out in search for ingredients. Is that so? Here, look at this one. White skullcap, they call it. The petals are good for fevers. I grind them with the roots and starch and honey. Oh, it's wonderful. Ain't it? It was one of the first medicines I learned. I mean, I've never seen such a beautiful flower. I suppose it is a pretty to look at. Here, you can have this one if you like. Why, Alphen, you are too kind. Shucks, if you like flowers that much, I can pick plenty more for you. I'd like that. Gosh, she's a cute little lady. So pure and innocent. The world will fuck you up, given time.
This is all your fault, Emil!
We're gonna make you sorry.
I am sorry. I am.
You think that if you cry, that'll make everything all right?
I'm sorry. I said I was sorry.
And what's going on here? Break it up now. Break it up.
Emil lost Daryl's brooch. It's gone now because of him.
I'm sorry, Daryl.
Sorries aren't going to bring back his brooch. You know how important it was to him.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Ask Emil if you really want to know. Come on, Nate. Let's get out of here.
You said it, Daryl. We'll be back for you later, Emil. If you know what's good for you, you better find that brooch.
Emil, was it?
Yes'm?
I'm Sister Ophelia. I am a cleric, journeying on behalf of the church.
Journeying? Oh, are you here for the kindling?
That's right. But I've already wrapped up with the rites, so... Are you gonna help me look for this brooch or what?
You'd really do that? For me?
I really would. So cheer up, got it?
Thank you, miss. I mean, sister. Thank you, Reverend Sister.
Ophelia is fine. Now, let's get down to it.
Rev doesn't help for free, though. Only sometimes. I'm kind of surprised at the voice acting, though. Other characters only got one scene of voice acting, yet she's gotten two so far.
See,
Okay, there you go. There's a budget for the voice acting, just cut off right there. Maybe it really is gone. This is where you last saw it. Yeah, Daryl bumped into me, and I guess that's when he dropped it. Is that so?
you see...
The brooch belonged to Daryl's mom. She died just the other week. That brooch is more important to him than anything. I have to find it.
I see.
That's very kind of you, Emil.
Nah.
Daryl can be rough sometimes, but we're all friends. It's just that, well, after his mom died like that, he's always so angry about everything.
Oh.
You know? Do you think he'll play with me again like he used to, sister? If we just find his brooch?
Of course.
Let's see how hard you worked to make him feel better. I'm sure he'll come around. Emil. I think we've searched enough for the moment. Perhaps it's time for a word of Daryl. Make for Daryl's abode, I think. I can't read English. I started with capture under my chick and stopped because I got lost in the desert. I just started playing again with Cyrus. Cyrus is the researcher, I believe. Yep, him. He's actually pretty fun. I kind of like him because he can reveal the weaknesses, and he has just 3 elements he can cover by himself, including the bonkening. Though, for me, his story didn't capture me as much. The quest to find a lost book is iffy for me, but Teresa's, it might have just been because she was the first character I picked, but her story is kind of nice of just, she went onto a treasure ship and found a book, and the book just was the story of someone who explored the world, and she wants to find all the pieces, all the parts that were laid out in the book. It is about genuine adventure, and I really am drawn to that. Not to mention capitalism. I've played Recetera far too many times. Just barge into the house of a child. Home Alone, too. Did you notice that I took from you, kid? That's what you get. Daryl, might I stick with you for a moment? You're that sister from before. Well, did you find my brooch?
No.
Nope, still missing. Then hurry up and find it already. It's more important to me than anything.
Look.
We're both looking for it as hard as we can, so why don't you forgive Emil, okay?
Hey!
It's his fault that it's gone. I'll forgive him when it's back.
But how could...
Not until you get it back. How sad. How sad? If anyone's sad here, it's me. I'm the one who doesn't have his mum anymore. Have a mum anymore. Yes, you are the sad one. I know the pain you must be feeling. And I also know that hurting Emil does nothing to ease it. There's nothing as painful as losing a loved one. But do you not love your friends as well? Beats me, he lost my mother's brooch. He doesn't know how I feel, and neither do you. Nobody does. How could he understand? He still has a mum. And yet he's still out there searching for your precious brooch. Searching for his friend.
No.
Yeah, right. I bet he's given up and gone home by now. So next playthrough will be Coming to the Run? No. And here, in this channel, we only ever play a game once. Unless the chat votes for it again, we play a game once to completion, the credits roll, and that's it. Alright, I shouldn't say completion because that implies I did everything. No. Until the credits roll. Whatever ending we got, whatever stuff we saw, that's our journey. It ends there unless the chat votes for us to play it again. But there's a long list of games for us to play, and a long list of games that I have that are available for us to sort of experience. Still haven't played 3 Houses. I still kind of want to play XCOM 2 again. Or not again. I still want to play XCOM 2 after playing XCOM 1. The Souls games, like Dark Souls 3 is still there. I kind of want to play the remake as well if I ever get my hands on a PS5. I have Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 HD Remastered. I have Atelier Ryza 2. The one that came out on PC just a little bit ago. There's a lot of games to look at. And they're all fighting for which one to be played. I play 2 games on the streams, though. Wednesday and Friday, I play 1 game. Generally, whatever game is more complicated that requires me to remember a lot of things. And I play them Wednesday and Friday. Saturday, like today, we play a different game. A game that's normally lax, or generally a game that doesn't require much time commitment. This one, I can tell, it requires time commitment, but it's also a game that I feel benefits from short bursts of play, so I don't get too bored of it, or it doesn't grate on me for anything that might come up. The fact that I want to play this game to the end of all the character stories might make it drag on longer than it should, but I'm down for that ride. I mean, what? We played Persona 5 Royal on a Saturday, didn't we? And we did that entire game to the end. Like, we got the Royal ending and we did all that stuff that we had to in that game. We broke that game in half. Difficulty-wise, it was a joke when we got to the end. But it was fun. I liked it. Even with the story critiques I had about it, it was good. Beverly Default, and Beverly Default 2, yep. Mara, yeah, Mara was great. The omniscient orb that we sort of made with one of the demons was good. Is something the matter, Tressa? I'm just thinking about Daryl. He seems so spoiled even for a kid. You know what? I think I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. No, Tressa, you can't do that. The poor child has been through so much. Lecturing him now will just make things worse. I know what I'm doing, Ophelia. I'll even take some candy with me. Candy? Oh, to cheer him up, you mean? Cheer him up? Why would I want to do that? I just thought I'd bribe him to be on his best behavior with it if all else failed. Ah, Tressa. Bribery, money, capitalism, it drives her world, and I love it. You know, Tressa, perhaps it's best that I handle it. Oh, wait, I have to... Ah, fuck, I have to guide him. I'm gonna lose my guard, though! She's a merchant through and through. You have no idea. We even stole... Actually, we didn't steal. We had to buy from our parents because they wouldn't give us something for free. Let the flame guide your path. Just leave me alone.
Won't you come with me?
Sarah, will you come with me? There's something I'd like you to see.
You
Yeah?
see...
What is it?
Look.
You'll see when we get there. Kidnapping! Hey, where are you taking me? Kidnapping. So that's how she guides. She grabs them by the wrist and just says, come, come! And they're stuck following us now forever. At least she doesn't have a white van. That we've seen. She has white robes. That's rather close, isn't it?
There. Would you look at that?
Why do you have so many voiced lines? It's unfair. Therian had one voiced cutscene in his entire chapter. Tressa had, I think, 2. Why do you now have 3? There's some fucking bias, I swear.
Emil, he's really looking for it? Why can't I find it anywhere? Where could it have gone?
You know, Daryl, Emil told me something. He said you've been angry at everything and everyone since your mother passed. But he hoped if he could only find your brooch, that you might be friends again.
Emil said that?
I lost my parents too, you know.
You did?
I was a little younger than you are now. I asked myself over and over, why am I the only one whose life is so miserable? My life was not all sadness and misery. I was blessed with people who loved me. At first, I had closed my heart to them in my sorrow. I didn't even try to see how much they cared. But there was someone who never stopped trying to cheer me up, no matter how much of a clodpole I was. Liana was always there for me.
And right there. And right there. They had to take the voice actor out of the booth saying, no, don't voice that one. We can't pay you for it. Here, Philly. This is for you. So now, won't you play with me?
It was her kindness that saved me.
And then shove him right back in the booth saying, now read the next line.
If you close your heart, you'll never realize just how much your friends care about you. Do you understand what I mean, Daryl?
It's not my fault. I didn't make Emil do anything. If he wants to search, let him. Why is everyone always blaming me?
I'm not blaming you for anything.
Huh? But you just said...
The entire game, Mystery Man. Every waking moment.
No one here is blaming you. Unless, maybe, you're blaming yourself? Perhaps you're feeling guilty for making your friend feel bad, hmm? I can tell you're a good kid. So why don't you be honest with Emil?
But I'm not...
Here, I'll come with you. Let's go.
Oh, right there again. Voice acting just stopped. No more budget. What is it? He's gone.
Oh,
Oh, Daryl, what are you doing here? Oh, I just...
How do you do?
And you're Nate, yes?
yeah.
Yeah, what's it to ya?
You see...
We were looking for Emil. Have you seen him? We got Rev freelancing voice acting. It's terrible. I apologize you have to hear me voice act these things. He was here just a short while ago.
And then?
Oh yeah, I saw him running off after some dog.
What?
A dog? Yeah, just a few minutes ago. There was a dog and it had something shining in its mouth. He was saying something about how he was sure it was the brooch, and he went running off that way.
It can't be.
That way? Towards the forest?
What?
The forest?
No way!
Is he crazy? That forest is full of monsters. We're not allowed to go anywhere near it.
Goodness!
Oh no. He'll be fine. Just think about it. Emil's a total coward, right? There's no way he'd go into that forest on his own. I bet he's running home now, crying all the way.
You idiot!
Shut up.
Oh, what?
Hey, what's your problem? You know what Emil's like.
Damn!
I gotta go after him. Wait, Daryl. Oh no! Child running toward danger. Wait, hold up. Oh, well, shit. Huh. Oh no! Anyway. Funny enough, I just got a call for something that's actually pretty important involving my family, so I might have to end the stream right here. It literally is gonna be. Oh no! Well, anyway. I'm sorry, guys. Family's calling, and I might have to take this actually rather immediately, unfortunately. Perfect! I'm sorry, guys. I told you I might not have time to do the whole story, but fucking just... I'm gonna try. It just has to end right there. So, alright, guys. Hey, Blinken, thanks for the follow. You're awesome. Also, W4SD65. I don't think I said hi and thank you to you earlier, but thanks for the follow. You're awesome as well. Spot on. I was running out of content. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great time. Next week, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to be going back to playing Shin Megami Tensei 4 on the 3DS. And on Saturday next week, we're going to going back to playing Octopath Traveler. Hopefully, less interruptions, but we're already pretty close to when we're supposed to actually end the stream. We start at 11 a.m. Central Standard, and we go up until 4 p.m., so only about 20 minutes early. Apologies, but I gotta go be an adult. I gotta deal with family matters right now, and also get started on my chores for the week. Laundry, yeah, all that stuff. So, alright, guys. Stay awesome, and hopefully you'll let me entertain you one more time, another time. See ya. That's another problem. That's another fucking problem. This game, it mutes itself when you alt-tab. I love the soundtrack, but it fucking mutes itself. The game's running in the background, though. You can see the water flowing, the animation's still going, but no. The game's like, you dare look at something else. You get no background music then. Fuck you too. There are random things that bug me about games. This is one of them.